Project B is turning heads, man, after Sophie Cunningham went on her podcast to spill the beans, allegedly, about her not joining. Guys, for this one here, we got to go all the way up to Indy. Let's get it. Let's go. Hope everybody's having a great day today. We got to talk about Project B. We got to talk about Caitlin Clark. Now, we know a deal was put on the table behind closed doors for a lot of these WNBA players. We're talking upwards of $2 to $3 million being involved with signing players. Now, we know
the astonishing revelation of Project B's concealed operations has surfaced, with potential ramifications for Caitlin Clark's public stance. A co-founder, Grady Burnett, known for his minimal social media activity, has been exposed through a digital trail. His meticulously curated following list conspicuously includes Caitlin Clark and her official foundation. This is not mere hearsay, but conclusive, verifiable evidence of a direct engagement, dismantling all previously held perception. What was once carefully shielded from public view has been uncovered, and the implications of this disclosure are poised to be significant. This singular critical detail fundamentally alters our understanding of Clark's connection, or perceived lack thereof, with Project B. Prepare for this leak to ignite considerable disruption within the sports community.
We're talking upwards of $2 to $3 million being involved with signing players. Now, we know that this thing is backed by the Saudis. I'm here to tell you, they got endless pockets. And once again, your boy got to let it be known. Your Majesties, if you need anybody to commentate some games, I'm available, dog. Now, I'm here to tell you, a lot of players have signed. Kelsey Mitchell, Sophie Cunningham, and a host of others. Now, those are the only two Indiana Fever players that had signed on the dotted line to join Project B and get that bag. Now, Sophie Cunningham did a podcast, and she pretty much confirmed, for the most part, allegedly, that Caitlin Clark.
This significant development emerges only weeks after Sophie Cunningham, a teammate of Clark's on the Indiana Fever, confidently asserted on her podcast that Caitlin would absolutely not be joining Project B. Her declaration conveyed a definitive sense of finality, seemingly designed to quell all existing rumors and discussions. However, digital information persists, and underlying truths invariably find exposure, regardless of concealment efforts. In retrospect, Sophie's initial declaration now appears less like an honest disclosure, and more akin to a carefully engineered diversion, a fabricated narrative crafted to misdirect public attention. The crucial inquiry now becomes, what motivation lay behind this apparent manipulation, and what specific information was being so diligently kept from public awareness?
And get that bag. Now, Sophie Cunningham did a podcast, and she pretty much confirmed, for the most part, allegedly, that Caitlin Clark would not be joining. Now, I'm sorry to rain on y'all parade, but that means absolutely nothing. She said she wasn't going to join a week or two ago when she spoke to Annie Kotzebue at the golf event. That means absolutely nothing. You want to know something I learned from investigating, reporting, and following all this stuff to tell you guys, you just follow the line. See, one thing about working in media is you follow the lines and you follow the...
Adding another layer of complexity, Sophie's own pronouncement carries an almost ironic weight when examining her recent activities. Consider this. Merely a week or two before her definitive podcast statements about Caitlin, Sophie herself had publicly stated she would also not be joining Project B. Yet compelling evidence now confirms her official involvement, having formally committed to the project. This undeniable pattern of contradictory public statements versus actual participation renders her prior insight regarding Caitlin Clark deeply unreliable and highly suspicious. It suggests her meticulously articulated remarks were precisely formulated to obscure the actual strategic movements unfolding discreetly, beyond public observation. This transcends a simple change of mind. It signifies a calculated and deliberate maneuver that necessitates rigorous, focused scrutiny from anyone seeking to grasp the genuine forces at play.
Clark is going to join. Let me let y'all know something. See, y'all see who this is? This is Grady Burnett. Y'all don't know who this is, but some of y'all might. Grady Burnett don't have a follow from nobody. Nobody. He's the co-founder of Project B. He's the man with the plan. Co-founder of Project B. Now, let's see who's Grady's following. He's only following 1,200 people. Let's see who Grady's following.
So, what precisely is the profound attraction drawing athletes to Project B? It largely revolves around the extraordinary financial incentives presented. We are talking about an initial signing bonus potentially reaching $2 to $3 million merely for contract agreement, a sum that overwhelmingly surpasses standard WNBA earnings. Reports indicate players are receiving 3 times their current earnings in established leagues, a monumental increase that demands attention. This transcends simply playing basketball. For many, it represents a chance at securing lasting financial stability that could redefine their lives and their families' prospects. Such a substantial, unprecedented economic stimulus makes any initial hesitation from players appear less as a matter of principle and more as a deliberate negotiating strategy, or perhaps even a covert arrangement occurring outside public sight.
Let's see. Caitlin Clark and the Caitlin Clark Foundation. Oh, he's following them. Who else is he following? Is he following Sophie? Oh, he's definitely following Sophie. He's following Sophie. Now, mind you, no one follows him. See, Caitlin's not following him. And Sophie's not following him either. Sophie don't follow him either. I say that to say...
This, however, introduces one of the most significant unresolved questions in this entire narrative. Who or what entity truly underpins the immense financial power of Project B? The information surrounding its backing is notably fragmented, adding layers of complexity and uncertainty. While much of the public and media presume the venture is ultimately supported by Saudi interests, possessing seemingly limitless resources, Sophie Cunningham offered a markedly different perspective. She confidently claimed that Project B is in fact sponsored by 4 major technology corporations, widely recognized names that, as she described, possess substantial capital. She explicitly, unequivocally stated that it is not Saudi investment. This direct, overt clash between insider claims introduces yet another profound element of intrigue. It compels us to ponder if one side is intentionally endeavoring to shape the public understanding of the league's origins, possibly for strategic motives or to preempt certain controversies. The plot, as is often said, thickens considerably.
See, Caitlin's not following him. And Sophie's not following him either. Sophie don't follow him either. I say that to say what Sophie is saying means absolutely nothing. Means nothing. Nothing. Because like I stated, she stated a week prior that she wasn't going to join Project B.
It's a league. So the W season goes from May to October for people who don't know. And this league will go in our off season. So
let's now consider Project B itself, which stands apart from conventional leagues. It represents an ambitious, unprecedented global basketball initiative, operating across 7 distinct international markets. Envision it: 2 markets in Asia, 2 in Europe, 2 encompassing North and South America, and 1 additional location, ensuring its truly international scope. This remarkably unique framework is crafted to enable extensive player travel, facilitating immersion in diverse cultures, and critically, engaging in a balanced amount of basketball without the risk of overextension from an overburdened schedule. Its fundamental design positions it as an off-season league, distinguishing it from other emerging leagues such as Unrivaled, thereby presenting a genuinely innovative choice for athletes seeking both substantial remuneration and a truly balanced lifestyle. This forward-thinking, athlete-focused methodology is proving to be a transformative force for professional players, reimagining the possibilities within women's basketball.
and that's why people are like moving towards this.
And
Mind you, she didn't give a specific dollar amount, but she said a lot of money. She said that like 3 times. She's speaking in code, man. They're paying 3 times more than what they're making, bro. Sophie's speaking in code on this.
this is also different than Unrivaled.
Completely different.
So how many like floating leagues are there? 3?
I would
2?
say that like a lot of the American players are doing are, I would say the majority is 2.
Beyond its vast, virtually limitless financial reserves, the league also boasts prominent figures behind its operations, bestowing immediate credibility and inherent appeal. We're discussing influential personalities such as Shaquille O'Neal, whose involvement alone lends immediate authenticity and undeniable magnetic pull. And while there were reports of Maverick Carter's alleged withdrawal, the initial association with individuals of that stature clearly indicates the caliber of powerful figures who were and remain attracted to this ambitious undertaking. This is emphatically not a minor operation. It is a genuinely massive endeavor, with exceptionally influential individuals actively guiding its future and strategic trajectory. The potent combination of substantial financial backing and high-profile celebrity endorsement positions Project B as a formidable power in the sports world, undeniably poised to challenge the existing structure in women's professional basketball.
Project B is going to be so big. Watch. Remember, I'm the first one. I believe Project B is going to shit on the W.
So you don't have the eyes, you don't have the recognition.
That's right, Caitlin Clark.
No, yeah.
You have the W.
Yeah. I tried to get her to like play in this one. She's like, no.
I saw Kelsey Mitchell's playing.
Yeah, which I'm super excited about.
Yeah.
Super excited to play with Kelsey. Or I don't know if I'll play with her, but we'll be in the same league. But so you go to like 7 different markets around the world. You're only there for a certain amount of time, and then you have the
7 different markets. They're going to 7 different markets. Y'all really think of some.
Let's delve into Sophie Cunningham's progression with Project B, as it vividly illustrates the compelling draw of this new venture. Initially, Sophie outright declined Project B not once, but twice. She clearly articulated her reluctance to play internationally or commit to a year-round schedule, a frequent concern among WNBA players. Yet, a notable shift occurred after she acquired more specific details about the league, leading to a complete reversal of her stance. She suddenly perceived it as an excellent opportunity not just for competition, but for strategically expanding her personal brand globally. Furthermore, she observed that the unique offseason structure would ideally help her maintain peak condition and continue playing consistently, particularly as she enters what she considers her prime athletic years. This dramatic transition from outright refusal to enthusiastic acceptance speaks volumes about the persuasive strength of Project B's distinctive offering and the compelling advantages it provides beyond just monetary incentives. Her personal evolution reveals the league's incredibly strong, undeniable magnetic appeal. A fundamental and towering question now arises: can Project B genuinely compete against the long-established platform and formidable infrastructure of the WNBA? Sophie herself voiced this very concern, suggesting that without the WNBA's extensive network deals and its deeply embedded existing audience, Project B might genuinely struggle for widespread recognition and viewership. However, the counter-argument to this is robust, convincing and gaining momentum daily. Proponents contend that with the growing influence of independent content creators, massive online engagement, and a global digital strategy, Project B could absolutely forge its own formidable platform organically, reaching new audiences that traditional leagues might not access. This intense debate highlights a fascinating clash between established sports infrastructure and the burgeoning decentralized power of digital media and passionate fan engagement. Make no mistake, this is more than just a competition. It's a battle for the very future of professional basketball itself, and the most audacious prediction of all, that Project B is not merely competing, but poised to potentially eclipse the WNBA, completely overshadowing the established league in a seismic shift. This isn't just bravado from a passionate few, it's a deeply held conviction that the unparalleled financial incentives, the truly global reach, and the star power it attracts will draw unmatched attention away from the existing circuit. If players are receiving exponentially higher compensation, the quality of play on the court and the overall spectacle could reach dizzying new heights, naturally diverting focus from traditional leagues. This bold, almost revolutionary claim suggests a fundamental paradigm shift in women's professional basketball, where a newcomer could rapidly dominate and redefine the landscape. Sophie's deeply felt motivation for joining Project B was unequivocally clear. She sought to expand her brand internationally, having previously played professionally in France and Australia earlier in her career, she explicitly conveyed missing the cultural immersion and the joy of international travel that accompanied it. Project B, with its unique global footprint and off-season scheduling, offers her the perfect equilibrium. It represents an unparalleled chance to explore the world, genuinely engage with diverse cultures, and play a judicious, non-exhausting amount of basketball without the brutal year-round physical demands of a full WNBA schedule that her body might no longer gracefully accommodate. This innovative league provides a uniquely tailored pathway for athletes like Sophie to seamlessly integrate high-level professional play with personal growth and exhilarating global exploration, truly a win-win scenario for the modern athlete. Beyond the financial rewards and the allure of travel, Project B also pledges unparalleled player support, a crucial aspect often underestimated. Sophie specifically emphasized that the league would provide access to the best physical therapists and would be meticulously organized, demonstrating a profound commitment to professionalism. This intense focus on player well-being, proactive injury prevention, and top-tier professional management is an incredibly significant draw, particularly for seasoned athletes whose bodies are their livelihood. It powerfully demonstrates a commitment to not only fostering high-level competition but also nurturing long-term sustainable careers. This holistic athlete-first methodology ensures players can consistently perform at their absolute peak while simultaneously extending their longevity in the sport, a critical consideration for any professional athlete planning their career. Sophie's extensive travel background, including a 7-month period in France and another significant stint in Australia, profoundly fueled her desire for even more global experiences. She openly expressed missing the vibrant cultural dimensions and the sheer delight of experiencing new places. Yet, ever the pragmatist, she also candidly acknowledged her body's inherent limitations, making it clear she no longer wished to play year-round, understanding the toll it exacts. Project B miraculously presented the ideal solution, a perfect alignment of her aspirations and physical requirements, an opportunity to indulge her wanderlust, play a judiciously managed amount of basketball that absolutely would not lead to burnout, and still allow her ample time to pursue other passions and interests back home. It was, in essence, a perfectly customized match for her unique needs and career stage. The excitement surrounding Project B is not merely perceptible, it is infectious, even inspiring deeply personal aspirations. The sheer overwhelming thought of its global scope, spanning those 7 diverse markets, prompted one commentator to declare his immediate intention to acquire a passport and literally fly to attend a game. This powerful sentiment speaks volumes about the league's potential to captivate imaginations far beyond just professional players, creating a unique, aspirational, international fan experience. The very concept of traversing the globe to witness high-stakes, elite basketball is an incredibly irresistible proposition, powerfully showcasing the broad appeal and the ambitious global vision of Project B. The commentator, in a passionate display of conviction, vehemently dismissed Sophie's initial claims about not joining, stating unequivocally that they held no meaning. His strong conviction was not mere conjecture, it originated directly from Sophie's established history of making contradictory public statements that simply did not align with reality. He emphasized that in the complex world of media and investigations, one must consistently follow the factual indicators, and Sophie's narrative, he argued, simply did not correlate with the rapidly emerging hard evidence. This aggressive, almost confrontational rejection of seemingly public statements powerfully underscores the deep skepticism now surrounding the official Project B narrative and highlights an ongoing, relentless quest for hidden truths that remain concealed. Now let's consider the digital footprint of Grady Burnett, the Project B co-founder, because it reveals a remarkably intriguing imbalance. While he actively and overtly follows Caitlin Clark and her official foundation on social media, neither Clark nor Sophie Cunningham, interestingly, follow him back. This one-sided social media interaction is incredibly telling, communicating volumes without a single word. It powerfully suggests a proactive, intense interest from Project B's leadership, specifically in Clark, even if she publicly maintains a significant distance from the organization. This undeniable disparity amplifies the mystery, strongly hinting at discreet, behind-the-scenes discussions or strategic maneuvers that simply haven't been made public yet. further fueling the burgeoning leak narrative and all the speculation surrounding it. When discussing the substantial financial rewards, Sophie Cunningham, almost humorously, spoke in a kind of code, repeating the phrase a lot of money, multiple times, without ever specifying an exact dollar amount. This deliberate vagueness, combined with the emphatic, almost breathless repetition, powerfully underscores the truly immense scale of the compensation involved. It's become an open secret that the figures are absolutely staggering, suggesting a deep level of secrecy and non-disclosure around the exact numbers that only adds to the league's mystique, lore, and growing controversy. Sophie's incredibly careful phrasing strongly hints at binding non-disclosure agreements, or a strategic intentional decision to avoid revealing precise figures to the public, adding another layer to the enigma. Project B's strategic positioning as an off-season league is nothing short of a stroke of brilliance. It cleverly permits players to participate without any conflict whatsoever with their existing WNBA commitments, thereby providing an additional incredibly lucrative income stream that complements their current earning. This clever differentiation from other rival leagues like Unrivaled means it fills a truly unique niche, offering a perfect solution for athletes seeking year-round engagement and global exposure without the severe physical strain of extended back-to-back WNBA schedule. This incredibly clever scheduling avoids direct competition with established leagues, making it an irresistible proposition for top talent seeking to maximize both their earnings and their global profile. The commentator's unbridled, almost infectious enthusiasm for Project B is absolutely palpable. He confidently declared his intention to build entire YouTube channels exclusively around it, boldly predicting it would become the most sought-after content on YouTube. This deep personal investment stems from his unwavering belief that the league absolutely merits significant promotion, precisely because these female athletes are receiving substantial compensation. His unwavering conviction that Project B will inevitably disrupt the established landscape, combined with his promise to be at the absolute forefront of its promotion, powerfully underscores the sheer excitement and revolutionary potential he genuinely perceives in this audacious venture. This is clearly more than just a league to him, it's a full-blown movement. This entire saga, with its swirling contradictions and hidden agendas, pulls back the curtain on the opaque, often secretive world of professional sports deals, exposing inconsistencies, powerful underlying interests, and the sheer transformative power of unprecedented financial capital. From Sophie Cunningham's conflicting public statements to the undeniable digital footprint of Project B's co-founder, the truth, as it is slowly being unveiled, is far more intricate and multi-layered than any initial report or public statement ever suggested. The leaked footage isn't just a revelation, it ignites a veritable firestorm, challenging established narratives and potentially compelling players, agents, and even entire leagues to fundamentally reevaluate their long-term strategy. The game, my friends, is undeniably evolving, and these seismic shifts are truly just beginning to manifest right before our very eyes.